We've got our candidates sitting up here, ready to go, Sam Goydell and Arzu Manandar. So let's get things started right off the bat. It's the same format, same rules as the last couple of debates. So first off, imagine that your student government is granted $10,000 on the condition that you must use it in 1 week. How do you plan to take advantage of this grant? Sam, you can go first.
Davis High needs quick solutions. I think our most pressing issue that can be solved within a week is fixing the bathrooms. Our infrastructure is crumbling. We live in a school that is decrepit and stuck in the 1970s.
Heavy accusations.
Thank you, moderator. First, we need to bring this up to the administration and say, hey, we need to do this. And then say, here's $10,000, please go do this. Hopefully, the bureaucratic process will get rolling by that, and we'll actually be able to fix the bathrooms. Because I've heard in the girls' bathrooms, the stalls don't lock. In the guys' bathrooms in the library, there's a puddle, it's flooding. There's like some nasty graffiti on the wall. I think that is our most pressing issue because students, it's hard to focus. When you go to the bathroom, you can't even pee, so you're sitting there holding it in. I think that needs to be solved. All right.
Well, Arzu, you get your chance in a second. I just have a couple of things to say to Sam there. Yeah, kind of a follow-up. It sounds as though you're kind of talking poorly about DHS. Do you hate Davis High?
Accusations. Yeah, I love this school. This school is my home. This school has nurtured me and helped grow me into the young adult I am now. Without Davis High, I would be nothing. I love this school, but I think we can make it even better. And I think that's why we need to start with our bathrooms. Start with the lowest level and work our way up. So eventually, we're building even just a school that's even better than it currently is, way better than Jesuit, those losers, way better than St. Francis, those losers.
Arzu, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I just want to say that all of the issues we have at Davis High, there's so many things that we can do with $10,000. I agree that we can fix our bathrooms, but what about like actually adding more bathrooms? And granted, $10,000 isn't probably enough to add like a bunch of bathrooms. I think that instead of just giving admin $10,000 and say, oh, here, like, make us a bathroom, we actually really need to be pushing them to like actually take initiative and put in bathrooms, put in mirrors into the girls' bathrooms that like actually look like mirrors, that actually reflect. I think we also need to put in benches in the quad, like underneath the structure, so that when it rains, like we actually have somewhere to sit.
You know what? I don't think we need to put in more benches. We've already spent like over $50,000, or around $50,000, putting benches where the former NPR is. We're getting a new NPR there. Why are we wasting more money putting?
Mr. Goydell, please calm down. All right, we're moving on to the next question. What do you think is the most meaningful accomplishment you've made in your past involvement with student government? Arzu, go ahead.
Well, I don't want to okay, I'll just start with this year. So this year I'm junior class president. I was in charge of Winter Ball. We sold a record amount of tickets this year, which was over 475 tickets. And ticket sales, I think we raised over $11,000. So minus the $5,000 that we took as a loan from ASB, we made a profit of $6,000 just for the junior class, which is going to be used towards senior ball next year. And also this year, I was put in charge of the first ever Break the Record night game for women's basketball. And I think that is what an ASB president, that's what an ASB president should be doing, starting keeping up with the old traditions while making new ones.
All right, thank you. Sam?
Okay, so I think my greatest contribution to student government and this whole school is my current role as ASB Vice President. In that position, along with our current president, Teddy Knox, he's a legend, thank you, I've been able to lead the student government class and push it in a direction that I see as really positive. And I think we were really happy to introduce that Women's Break the Record night, especially putting Arzu in charge, but we knew she'd do a good job. So that's why we did it. I just also wanted to, this might be a little bit mean, but I just wanted to rag on the fact that when you make $11,000, you make $11,000 in profit. You don't make $6,000 plus a $5,000 loan. So I just think we need to be clear, we need to be precise with our language so that there's no $5,000 rounding errors, because that spells trouble.
So what is the ultimate goal of student government in your guys' opinion? Arzu?
Okay, so I think that the ultimate goal of student government is to unify the school and make sure that every single student on campus feels not just safe but comfortable and happy at school. We have so many things going on in our lives as students with all those AP tests, back-to-back sports practices, whatever we do as students, whatever our thing is. And as student government, our job is to make the students relieve themselves of all the crazy things going on in their lives. Just even if it is for just a few hours, our events that we put on actually bring together our school and give them a sense of relief and time to unwind.
Thank you. Sam, you got anything?
I think the purpose of student government is somewhat like Arzu said, to bring the students together, but it's also to increase our school spirit as a whole, right? We have many classes on campus, LEAD, AVID, things like that are designed to create more of a community. But I think when it comes to increasing school spirit, that's what really the student government class is for. Pretty much every single event we put on is designed at the end of the day to increase our school spirit, increase our BDP, that Blue Devil pride, not that large problems, but to increase what we call, Blue Devil pride. And I think that starts with having a Snapchat geofilter, things like that, having senior parking, having a place where seniors can go draw on their spot, I don't know, do whatever they want to do. I think at the end of the day, whatever student government can do to increase our school spirit, foster an environment that rewards students for coming dressed up is honestly the best we can do.
Great, thank you. Arzu, you have 15 seconds.
Oh, yeah, so I definitely agree with Sam. I think school spirit is such a big part of student government. And like I said, these events that bring everyone together, that is what school spirit is about. Having everyone come together to cheer on not just a sports team, but a club or whatever it is. The idea of bringing everyone together to cheer on our team, our school, to show our pride.
Okay, thank you. So now we're going to speed things up a bit and head back to the situation room, the favorite part of many of these candidates. So as we've done before, we're going to throw out a situation that you might encounter as the ASB president of this school, and you'll each have about 20 to 30 seconds to respond and talk about what you would do if you were in this kind of situation. If you were a fruit, which kind of fruit would you be and why? Sam, go ahead.
As it has been pointed out, it might be offensive, probably be an orange. You see this right here? This is fire. This is orange fire. I ran on a platform as a ginger you can trust, and I was told that was, quote, offensive. People thought that it was offensive.
I find that offensive.
I'm very confused how that's offensive, and I would like Arzu to elaborate on that.
Should I say what fruit I am or elaborate on that first?
Please, tell me what fruit
I
you'd
think
be.
I would be a kiwi because I'm very different. I think I'm unique and I have a lot of creative ideas that I can bring to student government.
And now each of our candidates will have a minute for a closing statement. Arzu, you can go ahead first.
I just want to be completely honest with you guys. I'm not going to make you guys a bunch of empty promises. I'm not going to be ironic about it. I just think that I am the most qualified person, but I do think that both me and Sam are very qualified for this position, but I want you guys to vote for who you think will do a better job. And if that's not me, then that's okay. But I think you should really take into consideration who you think would do a better job.
Sam, go ahead.
At the end of the day, as I said in my speech, I'm not giving you empty promises. I said I was going to fix our bathrooms, reform the BDP squad, and make parking more accessible. And I think all of these three things are doable. As you saw, this past year, I've been able to help push back our school start times, tangible results. I get things done. As you look with the All-Student Center, I was on the committee to help plan that. I got the things I wanted in that. And in 2017, there'll be an All-Student Center. I think the students of Davis High should pick the leader they believe most competent and most likely to get things done. And at the end of the day, I think the candidate most likely to do something is myself. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you for your time, everyone. Thank you to both of our candidates. Thank you to everyone from student government. Follow us on Twitter at DHS Hub.